I bought all of these, and now I'm getting rid of them. I have over 100 books on my physical TBR, and I'm committing to reading as many of them in 2025 as possible, which means it's time for me to come to terms with the fact that I'm never gonna read some of these, so let's do an unhaul. The Shadow and Bone trilogy. Sometimes you're just late to the party, and other times you've missed it entirely. I really do think that the time has passed where I would enjoy this trilogy, and seeing as a majority of the books I want to read are part of a series, I don't really feel like spending time on one I don't think I'll love. This Woven Kingdom and these Infinite Threads. I will always have love for Tahara Mafi for igniting my love for reading, but I do think it's time for me to part ways with these. I've read the first couple chapters of the first book, and while it wasn't bad, I just don't feel anything drawing me to pick it up, and for me, that is a one-way ticket to a reading slump, which is something I would like to avoid this year, if possible. The Vaster Wilds. I actually DNF'd this in 2024 because the formatting of this confused the shit out of me. I honestly had an easier time reading the 5th season, and I rode the struggle bus the entire way through with that one. A Day of Fallen Night. While I do love me a dragon, I just don't know if my love for them is serious enough to pick this up. I have seen some good things about this book, but not enough to convince me to keep it on my TBR. And lastly, and probably one I should have gotten rid of a lot sooner, A Little Life. Most of these books I'm putting in a little free library, but this one just feels cruel to put there, so I have no idea what I'm going to do with this book. What I do know though is that I am never reading it. Therapy is expensive and I'd love to buy a house one day, so I'm just going to save myself from the emotional trauma that this would cause me.